project, emptying a house, or doing a summer or fall cleanout? Just call Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling at 724-569-0337 for rates and availability. Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling in Smithfield also offers a 5% military discount. Call 724-569-0337 and look for the Red Rooster.
Join WMBS for a special live broadcast from the Fayette County Firefighters Convention at the Farmington Volunteer Fire Department on Monday, July 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. Hi, I'm TJ DeStefano. Brian Morozak and Ron Berry from the lighter side will join me as we celebrate our local heroes. Our broadcast is sponsored by AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning shop manager Mark Lambie Jr. From tune-ups and maintenance to heater repair and air conditioning replacement, AirServe provides services that keep the air you breathe clean and keep your home or business at the perfect temperature. To learn more about AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning, call Mark Lambie Jr. at 412-301-5544. 412-301-5544 for AirServe. That's a special live broadcast from the Fayette County Firefighters Convention, Monday, July 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Farmington Volunteer Fire Department. Stop by and spin our prize wheel and say hello. We will see you on Monday, July 14th at the Farmington Volunteer Fire Department.
Having Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Your health is more than just how you feel today. It's about staying well for the years ahead. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Primary Care, we're here to help you manage your health with regular checkups, screenings, and care that's tailored to you. With locations in Uniontown, Carmichaels, Connellsville, and Scottdale, it's easy to find care close to home. Visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown today to find the primary care provider who is right for you.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. It's hour 2 of Open Conversation, and I'm your host, Russ Rhodes. Looking forward to chatting with you some more this hour. We are brought to you by Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. Alrighty. Just to kind of go over stuff from the first hour here. No particular order. The IRS has said that they're going to stop enforcing a rule that dates back to 1954 that severely hampered or restricted churches or nonprofits from talking politics in support of a particular political party or candidate. They were encouraged not to do so for fear that they would lose their tax-exempt status. So ministers now, priests, pastors, they'll be able to talk politics from the pulpit going forward. So your thoughts on that? President Trump has announced that come August 1st, 30% tariffs will go into effect against products coming into this country from Mexico and from all 27 countries that are part of the European Union. Also, President Trump He's getting very frustrated, apparently, with the continuing war between Russia and Ukraine. He says Vladimir Putin, he's very disappointed in. He thought he was a person of character and would abide by his own word, but apparently not. So as a result, he says the United States is going to be selling to NATO members in Europe the Patriot missile defense systems, short-range missiles, ammunition for howitzers, medium air-to-air missiles. NATO will pay for these, and then they will transfer these products into the hands of the Ukrainian army as they continue to defend their country from the invasion of Russia. He says he's giving Vladimir Putin and Russia 50 days to agree to a peace treaty. And on day 51, he's going to implement 100% tariffs on Russia and on any country that is a trading partner of Russia. They'll get that same tariff. So in other words, if India continues to buy their oil from Russia, he's going to put 100% tariff on their products. If China buys oil or any other product from Russia, he's going to tax their products with 100% tariff. So any country that trades with Russia. So he's trying to put financial pressure on Russia, limiting their ability to make war. So we'll see how that all works out. Let's see here. The Texas floods, that they're still dealing with the aftermath down there. As they set back yesterday with some more flash flooding as they try to find the 100 plus missing citizens down there. So we can bring that up if you want. In a New York Times story, they say that former chief of staff for President Biden, Jeff Zients, gave final approval to use the auto pen in the final days of the Biden administration. The question remains, did he get, Jeff Zients, did he get permission from President Biden to use the auto pen? So there's that. Department of Justice has decided not to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. Politicians from both sides of the aisle, Republican and Democrat, are crying foul. President Trump that's one of the things he campaigned on, was releasing those files. So they're trying to push the matter. They're crafting legislation or resolutions to force the Justice Department to release those files. And let's see what else here. Well, okay, we've got the All-Star game tomorrow. Paul Skeens, Pirate pitcher, he'll be starting for the second year in a row. That's all well and good. Good for him. The question remains, though, 23-year-old Jacob Misiorowski, he was just called up about a month ago from the minor leagues to join the Milwaukee Brewers, and he's had 5 starts. He's had 5 starts in the major league in his career. He's got a record of 4-1, an ERA of 2.81. Throws over 100 miles an hour. His average fastball is almost 100 miles an hour. He's been named as a relief pitcher for the All-Star game. So the question being, 5 starts. He's been on the mound 5 times. Does he deserve to be on the All-Star game? There are some that say, hey, this guy's the real deal. People want to see him. Be good for baseball. Yes. Others saying, no, it's a joke. It's 5 games. No, there's plenty of other deserving players that didn't make the team that could have made it, would have made it, but no. So your thoughts on that. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, just wanted to, this is off subject. Just want to make a comment.
Okay. Who am I
I
talking
don't know
with?
if anybody went down to. Oh, this is Terry, by the way.
Hey, Terry.
We went down to the State Music Hall over the weekend and seen the play they had there.
Uh-huh.
It was really encouraging to see the place packed, and the streets of Uniontown were kind of abuzz with people downtown.
Nice.
And it just was nice. The play was good. Whoever put that on was in charge, did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
The State Music Hall was pretty well full.
Okay.
And it was a good time.
Good.
I encourage anybody for the next one to go and see.
What was the play?
Shrek.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it was really good. So
All right.
that's all I got.
All right, Terry. Well, I think, yeah, you know what? The State Theater, I think it's, I would love to see more stuff taking place at the State Theater. More
Yeah.
events. I really would. You know, you look at the Palace Theater up in Greensburg, similar type of venue. I don't know if you've ever been to it.
No, I have not.
They've got a couple more things going for it than what Uniontown does. But they're always having concerts. They're always having something take place at the Palace Theater there.
Yeah.
And
I was even.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would just love to see more of that happen here in Uniontown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was even talking to someone in the parking garage as we was walking over to the State Theater. They came down from Somerset
Oh,
to
good.
see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Okay.
good time.
All right, Terry.
All right, see you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
724-438-4593. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz. Yeah, I think the Palace Theater has. I don't know. It's one of those things that's kind of what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? So did the Palace Theater up in Greensburg, did they get to the point where they're having, something every week, a couple times a week? I don't follow it that closely. But did they get to that way because, they had, I don't know, a large endowment that allowed them to book a lot of things early on. So now they're getting the money in. They've got a regular, cash flow, so to speak, where they can continue bringing in artists and acts and whatever into the Palace Theater. Or, how did they go about doing it? And so I'm sure they've got a different revenue stream. And that's not to take away from Uniontown, because they bring in some great acts down there. I've gone to a number of them myself. I just wish we could have more of it here in Uniontown. And I think, it's something like that can help revitalize the town and the area. That's just my opinion. But yours, love to hear from you on that as well. 724-438-4593. What else do we want to chat about here today? I did bring up the All-Star game a bit. Home run hitting contest is tonight. Pirates have Anil Cruz in there going for that title. Okay, fine. It's down at Atlanta, Georgia. They're hosting the game. You might remember number of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I forget now at this point in time, Atlanta was supposed to host the All-Star game back then, but Georgia had passed new voting laws. And people got up in arms about it. And Major League Baseball took the game out of there and sent it someplace else real quick. So it's back. Governor Brian Kemp is still, upset over that taking place, but it's glad to have it here now. Are you going to watch? We've got Paul Skeens. He's starting. So do you watch the first inning? Because I seriously doubt if he's going to go more than one inning. He only went one inning last year. You going to watch just to see Paul Skeens pitch and then turn it off? I don't know if the All-Star game is as big a thing as it used to be. I honestly, I can't tell you. I don't know. So, but anyway, that is tomorrow night. And then the Pirates come back. They're 19 games under 500. Any delusions that were out there of them making the playoffs have completely gone out the window. At this point in time, it'll be a wonder if they even win 80 games this season. So just not a good team. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ, it's Ben. How are you?
Good, Ben, yourself.
Okay. Got a little bit of time off here and turned you on. And
Okay.
That you were talking about the Palace and the state theaters. And I've been to several shows over the years down at the state.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these tribute bands that they have come in and stuff like that. I've always had a great, enjoyable time down there.
Yes.
At the state theater.
Very much.
I mean, always. And I remember this one time, I couldn't believe it. Now, this has been years and years ago. George Carlin
Okay.
came to the State Theater.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, George Carlin, and what he was doing, I guess, he was doing a lot of small theaters, warming up to go on a big tour.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Probably trying out new material.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was a great show. And then I went to the ticket office for another show. Years and years later, I said, I told the lady there, I said, I couldn't believe it. I even saw George Carlin down here one time years ago. And she said, he's been here 3 or 4 times.
Huh.
That's what she told me.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But, that's what she told me.
Right.
And then that Bill Evangle,
Yeah.
I think is it.
Yeah, Bill Engvall.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
him in the show down there.
Mhm.
He was fantastic.
Yeah, I've not seen him in person. I've just seen him as, on TV as part of the Redneck Comedy Tour and YouTube snippets. Yeah. And
I think he's retiring though now. I think
could be. Yeah.
That Palace Theater down there in Greensburg. They have a lot of good shows too. They draw some really, really good talent down there.
Oh, sure.
But, there's a big difference between Fayette County and Westmoreland County. You know what I mean? There's down there. There's more money down there. There's more jobs. There's more businesses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they have a lot more to draw from and closer to Pittsburgh and, the eastern suburbs. Murraysville and Monroeville.
But we're still we still got you got Morgantown that's a half hour away, and you heard the previous caller saying that they met somebody that came over from Somerset to see Shrek. So I don't necessarily go along with the fact that the Palace Theater's closer to Pittsburgh and that makes a difference. I don't we're closer to Morgantown. So
and I always I've always thought that to myself, boy, I really wish the state could get a lot more really, really good popular shows in, just like Palace does down there,
Yeah.
Maybe they ought to start talking to each other or something and trade some ideas or something like that. I don't know, but it would be great,
Yes, sir. All right. Okay, Ben, I got another caller, and I got to get a break in here, too. So I thank you for your call and your thoughts on the State Theater.
Okay,
right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ben. Bye-bye. Hey, to the caller online, too, I hope you'll bear with me, but I got to take a quick little break. but I promise you will be up right after this.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Look and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you.
Thurby's Riverside Ford is pleased to announce that we've been awarded Ford Motor Company's highest honor.
The President's Award is only presented to those top-performing Ford dealerships that exhibit quality business practices and Ford's core principles. Dealerships nationwide competed for this honor, but only 10% of all dealerships achieved the President's Award.
Dealers must exceed customers' expectations every day and achieve the highest levels of performance. The pursuit of excellence requires passion, tenacity, and hard work in both sales and service.
The Thurby family and our employees have earned the President's Award 23 times and would like to thank our customers for scoring us the highest in the Pittsburgh region for customer satisfaction. Remember, victories achieved each time a customer translates into a lifelong relationship, and that's a celebration of excellence.
Please stop by and visit Thurby's Riverside Ford and experience the Thurby difference.
Thurby's Riverside Ford, 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Your local station, WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. One line's open. That means I got to get to line number 2 here. Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hi, Russ.
Hello.
Hey, it's Mark from Clovisville here.
Yeah, Mark, how are you?
Yeah, I was just sitting there listening to that. I'm doing good. I listened to that last caller, and what was on my mind, he was talking about it.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. Sorry, I didn't talk much about that, but, I remember George Carlin, now reading the Herald Standard newspaper. He had been to the State Theater in Uniontown many, many times.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, growing up with him back in the 73, we had a 8-track tape of him saying the 7 words you couldn't say. I mean, we thought we'd go downstairs in my 63 Oldsmobile before I started getting a license, pop the tape in and start to our heads off, my mom and dad upstairs.
Yeah.
But George Carlin, he's been around the world. Johnny Carson had him. My dad didn't like him for some reason, but he was funny. And I was going to talk about the Fayette County Fair. I don't feel that there's enough interesting, who wants to see the pigs race 90 years in a row? It really. Stuff like that.
People do because it keeps coming back. So,
well, they had one lady had Pomeranians there one year, and that's what you call talent. When you got 10 dogs that are doing flips and like a circus act. And I remember Boxcar Willie going to see him, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. And he was great. And then he passed away. But I go through half them buildings anymore, and there ain't the business guy like Fayette Furnace, the guy in here. He won't come in till 6. Okay, well, I'm going to be here 6. So I got to get, and you got these vape shops all around the Union. These vape shops ain't worth 10 cents for every business that has a vape shop. They should limit how many vape shops there is in Fayette County. It's just everywhere you turn around, it's a Dollar General or a vape shop. It's not enough gas station and service for the people. Collection interesting things, and
everybody's trying to add to their inventory and to make an extra buck in this day and age. I just
people own businesses, and they're not even there. They pay someone else to do a wrong job. It could have been a good job if done right. I've seen it. So I had a great time last week. I took my dog down to get ridden in Brownsville and cut, and so stuff like that. And WWS does pull out the quality places to advertise on the radio that I feel that have been beneficial for me so long and for many, many, many years. It's just, if you want to know, you don't need a newspaper, just listen to WMBS. It's all right there.
Okay.
Everything that's happening. Well, thank you, and have a nice one.
You too, Mark. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yeah, this is Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
The inebriated one.
What's that?
The inebriated one, as you called me.
I never said that.
Oh, yes, you did on my last call.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay, so on January 20th, that was Inauguration Day for the president, correct?
Correct.
Now, you have festivities going on all day, right? You got the parade down Constitution Avenue. You got balls and galas all night long. You keep harping on this auto pen. How did he find time to sign 1,500 pardons for the January 6th insurrectionists?
I don't know. I'm not in the White House, Bill. I don't know.
I know, but why are you harping on what Biden did at the end?
Why not? I mean, look, no, seriously, because there has been a question in the minds of a lot of people in this country of Joe Biden, President Biden, was not fully cognizant of his job. And there are thoughts that he really wasn't he really wasn't running the White House, that there was others behind the scenes pulling the strings. So you have that, and now all of a sudden we find out that the auto pen has been used. So why? Were people doing things behind President Biden's back without his knowledge? This is what the concern is for the use of the auto pen in this case. Did President Biden, was he fully aware of what was going on? Was he fully aware of executive orders that were being made? Was he fully aware of pardons that were being made? and given? Was he fully aware of clemencies that were being given as well? This is what the questions are.
Well, I know you.
I mean, there's one. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, tells the story that he had a meeting in the White. He had been asking for a meeting with the president, and he finally gets in there. And and during the meeting, he asked President Biden, "Why did you sign that executive order that prohibited the sale of liquid natural gas to Europe?" And President Biden says, "I did no such thing." And Mike Johnson says, "Well, you have an executive order with your signature on it that did exactly that." So here was an instance where President Biden didn't know something that he supposedly did.
Okay, so let me respond to that by asking you again. When they had their full cabinet meeting and the press was allowed in there last week, and Caitlin Clark from CNN asked him who gave the call to stop all weapons to Ukraine. He says, "I don't know. Why don't you tell me?" And now that's been overturned over the weekend.
Okay, I can't respond to that because I'm not familiar with it, Bill. I don't know what you're talking about here, so I can't respond to it.
Okay. One last thing. What do you think about this tariff on tomatoes from Mexico of 21%? It's going to raise the price of pizzas. It's going to raise the price of spaghetti sauce. It's going to raise the price of your tomatoes, among a lot of other things that tomatoes are made with. What's your response to that?
I say it's going to be a temporary increase until Mexico sits down and a new trade agreement is hammered out between our two nations.
So why were all the tariffs moved from July 9th to August 1st?
Because Mexico had come to the table. They said, well, okay, we're starting to negotiate, so I'm going to delay implementation of this higher tariff because we're talking. Well, apparently they're not talking fast enough, so President Trump is back to saying they're going into effect on August 1.
Last question. Do you think tariffs will move beyond August 1st?
It's possible. I don't know. We'll find out.
All right. Hey, all right. Have a good day.
Thanks. Bye. 724-438-4593. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz. Would love to hear from you. So it looks like we've got some rain coming down outside our studios right now. So if you're inside planning to go out, make sure you have your umbrella or some kind of rain gear on, or either that, you run very fast to your car. Maybe you can dodge the raindrops. So, yeah, okay. What else can we chat about? So, the State Theater. That's a little bit of a topic here this afternoon. I know it's an ongoing project down there. Not all seats, I don't believe anyway, are available. Some seats are in disrepair. They're still, getting to things as funds come, and that's great. And I'm sure they could use more help on that. But I'm glad they're there. I'm glad the organization that's working to restore the State Theaters there. I'm happy with the events that they do bring in. I just wish we could have a little bit more going on there. They do the movies once a month. I'm sure there's a cost to do that. I don't know. I don't know how popular it is. My wife and we've gone a couple times, not often, but we have gone. But, bringing in the old classic movies, putting it on the large screen like that, is a great idea. I wish that was more than once a month. But it is a great asset for the city of Uniontown and for the area. And I just wish it was used more. But, oh well, maybe. Who knows? Huh? Maybe. So yeah, the auto pen again, I don't know. Obviously I'm not in the White House. I'm not. Wish I was sometimes, but I'm not. And Bill brings up a good point. Okay. Yeah. There's a bunch of pardons signed for, January 6th. I don't know how that was accomplished. I don't know if it had to be a piece of paper for each person, or I don't know if it could be a blanket pardon. All those accused of any crime dealing with January 6th is hereby pardoned. I don't know if that's doable. I don't know. I don't know if one document lists out every single person's name. That's possible. That's possible. I mean, that's possible for what happened under President Biden's time in the White House. But this still goes to the question of who authorized. Who authorized? I don't know. So, hey, take some more thoughts from you on that question. 724-438-4593. You know what? We're close enough to my last break of the afternoon, and both lines are open. So I'm going to take that break while it gives you some time to dial those 10 digits, 724-438-4593, and give me a call here on What's on Your Mind.
It's that time of year again when we can eat freshly grown products from our local farmers markets. Do you know the secret to living a better life? I like to think that it starts by eating right from our own backyard. Hi, I'm Sean from the Mountain, host of Farmsteaders Field Notes here on WMBS, and whether you have a 1,000-acre spread or just an herb garden on your windowsill, I hope you'll tune in to get the good word about local agriculture in our tri-state region. There'll be segments on crop growing, livestock husbandry, ag news, recycling, and your nearby farmers market schedules. Plus, there will be interviews with special guests and a segment called Looking Out My Back Door about my own farm experiences and some down-home anecdotes. So tune in every Tuesday at 11:15 here on WMBS, WMBS590.com, or Facebook Live. Keep on farming, friends. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, a part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
I'm Asher from Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Come shop with me for the lowest prices around. We have Amazon mystery boxes. They are $45 each. The boxes are fun and exciting for all ages. The boxes have anything from electronics, home decor, clothing. No two boxes are the same. They sell out fast, so stop up and grab yourself one and have fun opening. The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet inside the Uniontown Mall. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Chesler's Fine Furniture is overstocked with reclining sofas and reclining love seats from America's most famous manufacturers, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and Catnapper. And right now, they put their best sellers on sale in both fabric and leather. Featured is a 3-piece sectional in fabric for $32.99, or the same model in genuine leather for $33.99. And yes, there are 2 recliners in the sectional. Chesler's has a beautiful reclining sofa in brown for $7.99 and the matching love seat for $7.49. In the Lazy Boy department, select the Morrison model, available in 5 colors for $12.99 and matching love seat for $12.49. If you need a recliner, there are models to match each group. So breathe some excitement back into your family room with Chesler's Fine Furniture's best sellers. Credit terms and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a pig? It's also a chance to win big with WMBS and the Pennsylvania Lottery. Now till the end of July, just be the 6th caller to 724-438-4593 whenever you hear. And you'll win 15 $2 When Pigs Fly scratch-off tickets with 10 top prizes of $20,000. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. We've got about 5 minutes left in today's show, so plenty of time to give me a buzz and have a conversation. Whatever you want to chat about, that's fine with me. Give me a buzz. Oh, excuse me. So it looks like the rain stopped for now. Anyway, just passing that on to you. What else do we have to chat about that we can bring up? We really didn't bring up the Texas floods, and I just can't imagine. Going through such an event that has taken place down there in Texas. Just the staggering loss of life, just because of a lot of rain and water, and especially when it comes to the young girls at that one camp where so many perished there, and the heroics that so it really, tragedies, they have a way of bringing out the best in people. They do. From and whether they're successful or not, the camp leader who lost his life trying to save the lives of his campers. The Coast Guard rescue swimmer that is credited with untold rescues and is saddened by the fact that he couldn't save more. The ongoing search for those still missing, and how the town is pulling together. It's just inconceivable about having to deal with that, but yet knowing you have to go on and coming together. it to me, it's something I pray that we never have to deal with. But we know that it does at some point in time to somebody. But hopefully, they can find some peace, some reason behind all of this. And, learn from it too as well. But, and then we, this isn't the first flood where there's been loss of life. And a lot of us, I'm sure, have seen videos, not necessarily of the floods that we have seen recently, but of other flood situations where people are, there's no other way to put it, are stupid. People trying to drive a car across a flooded stream and it gets swept downstream. I mean, how many times do you have to see something like that to know it's not a good idea? Turn around. You might be late getting to where you're going because you've got to take a detour, but at least you'll get there. I just can't imagine on that. And the families that are dealing with loss right now as well. So, okay. Hey, I'll be back here again tomorrow and Wednesday as well. I think I got to look at, I know I got another guest coming up here. I know the guys from the Italian Festival, they're coming back. I forget if it's this week or next week at this point in time, but I know they're on the schedule there someplace. So we've got that, but tomorrow is open conversation, both hours again. We'll be getting representatives, I hope, from the county fair in here again, as I like to do. So we'll be chatting about, because that's just around the corner. So we're looking forward to that. And, of course, we'll be out there for WMBS Day as we typically are. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Hope you are too. So there you go. That's just a kind of a brief little schedule of what's yet to come. Well, hey, we are out of time on today's show, but don't fear. We'll do it again tomorrow. In the meantime, CBS News, they're coming up. They're going to bring you news from around the world, around the country. And then TJ's in here with the local news, sports, and weather. So that's what we have coming up on the immediate. In the meantime, this is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It is going to be 3 o'clock. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Christopher Cruz in Washington. President Trump is threatening to double tariffs on Russia's trading partners if Moscow doesn't agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine within 50 days. He spoke to reporters in the Oval Office.
I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought